Mysterious tree sickness in Hawaii. Dr. Robert Cassar, eartheracademy.com. I'm going to show you these trees here. Sort of weird. This is again another rethinking reality, guys, because I want you to rethink this reality. These trees have never been sick ever before. I've been here 9 years, and whatever's going on with these trees here, and we're going to do this a multi-segment course. Not even a course, this is just basically just rethinking reality. Okay, all of these trees here, as you can see, have this disease on them. Whatever this disease is, and I'm in Hilo now, as you can see, Hilo Bayfront, and all the trees, it's not just one of them, it's all these trees have a sickness. And then what happens is once you get this stuff on, this other stuff grows on top, and what it does is it causes the tree to lose its outer layer, where the vascularity of the tree, look at this, the vascularity of the tree starts to die. So the trees start dying. All the trees have it. What is this mysterious disease? And you can see the trees, no matter what kind they are, we'll go through a lot of the trees on my property because I have a 5,000 tree orchard. What is this stuff? All I know is what it does is it dries out the tree, and after it dries out the tree, it causes the branches to break off. You can see all the trees have it. So this is what happens here. This stuff grows on, and look, it just wants to fall off. So this is a very hard, palm trees, you can't even cut them with a chainsaw. You can't do this. Look, this stuff is all rotting. All rotting, and it's because of whatever is on here is killing the tree. So like I said, I'm going to do a multi-segment here. Look at this tree, look at the bottom here, and you can see once this is covering, this is like you losing your skin on your arm, and now your body or this tree now is going to get bugs inside it, and they're going to be able to crawl in. So think of this tree, its skin is the protective coating, and this is what keeps the trees healthy. All the trees have it. Look at them. So, you know, some people will say, well, because people used to climb these trees and cut the coconuts off with tree spikes, and that's what these little holes in the trees are. Okay, but that's not this stuff that's on the outside. This is on all the trees. So let me show you over here. Let's just take a walk. Look at this, on everything. On everything. So I just want you to see, hey, is this happening in your backyard? So I'm in, like I said, I'm in Hilo, and we're gonna go back to my farm, but I want you to see that all the trees have black mold on them. And not only the trees, but even the light posts. And they have this cancer, whatever this stuff is, look, and it's making the trees get dry and brittle and grow some weird stuff on them. So it's drying out the trees. Hey, birdie. And look at all the moss that grows on top of this green stuff. So the trees are sick. What is this mysterious sickness that's everywhere? How about this? Look, it hasn't hardly rained here in the last 3 months. And look at all this. This is Kaiser aluminum, it says. Okay, and you can see how there's black mold on the side of this aluminum light pole. Again, what the hell? It's not what the heaven, that's for sure. So anyways, I'll show you some other trees, and I just want you to look back and at your neighborhood, your neck of the woods, and see if this is happening to your trees. Because if it is, well, there's something going on. And I know over the last couple of years, I've seen lots of aerosols being sprayed in the sky. Some people call them chemtrails. Some people call them, well, geoengineering. Some people call it cloud brightening. Some people call it weather engineering. But I've seen a lot of weather engineering here over the last, I'd say 3 years, and I never saw it before. I've been here over 9 years now, 9.5 years in fact. Okay, today we've got real clouds, But the last few days, we've had these types of clouds, and then on top of the clouds, there's all this long, misty looking, and it's got all little waves in it like an ocean up there. They're non-natural. And there's lots of different channels that are going over this, like Above Ground World News, Mike Morales. It's a good channel to watch every day. He does a live show at night, shows you the geoengineering programs that they have going all over the place. And there's lots of companies doing it. They brag about being able to give the farmers rain, to be able to stop the fires in Tasmania, to be able to give water to the deserts in Saudi Arabia. Okay? Geoengineering has been going on for a long time to stop, in the Olympics, to stop rain on a day that, well, they need to make sure there's no rain. Okay, in Asia. So anyways, we'll keep on doing some more parts of this, and I'm going to show you some other trees. So these palm trees are, well, they're part of, you know, what Hawaii is. And palm trees are the hardiest things in the world. Maybe it's because of this stuff here, okay? I'm going to turn this on. This is an acoustometer, and this is a Cornet Microsystems Inc. electro smog meter, and I'm going to turn this dude on. Maybe it's not only from what's possibly being sprayed in the sky, but maybe it's all this wireless technology. What is this stuff? This is what your ears can't hear and your eyes can't see. This is the sound of the microwave in the air. If I walk outside my car, it's even uglier. And that's ugly. This is what your ears hear. And of course, there's no signals. There's no towers over there. I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to turn it back on again. But there's towers going this way. And there's Wi-Fi going this way. And here we go. So wherever those towers are, this machine is picking them up. And this is just this little town. What do you think Los Angeles sounds like? There's only 800 people in here per square mile. Los Angeles has 8,000 people per square mile that live in that place. So we've done lots of videos on RF frequencies. Look them up, just so you can get an idea. Look in your area to see where your cell towers are located. Celltowerlocator.com. Just Google that. Look and see how much population density is in your area too. Like I said, we live in Hilo. It's 800 people per square mile. Where I live, 16 miles from here, we have 8 people per square mile. So there's way less wireless because there's less people. There's less towers. So when you go to, let's say, Orange County, you got 17,000 people per square mile. Los Angeles, 8,000 people per square mile. New York's like 30,000 plus people per square mile. Whatever it is, it's like packed in like rats. And everybody's got a telephone. Okay, everybody's on Wi-Fi. Everybody's got a wireless technology either in their car, on their doorbell, their security system. Just everything is wireless. So anyways, okay, we're going to start the next part of this video when I go to another part of Hawaii here, just to show you, is it on just the trees right here, or is it on all the trees? And wait until you see. Okay, I just dropped off on the side of the road here. Here's my car, just got back from Home Depot, or just on the way home. But you can see, look, these are all MacNut trees right here. And you can see the tops of those trees. We'll get a closer look over here, but all of those trees are sick. That's a pretty decent tree, the green one over there. Okay, like this one right here. This one looks pretty healthy. But what's wrong with all these trees? Look, these trees have all that crap on them, and they're all sick. Let's grab off a branch here. Okay, you can see that this stuff here, look, it's just brittle garbage. These trees are all sick. Again, what the hell? Okay, you can see the side of the trees here, okay, have that junk on them all through here. and everything is just brittle garbage. And this is going to die soon. You can see it's got a little green here, but anything that's new is not growing. So here's another macadamia nut tree, and you can see, I can see a lot of the trees inside there. Look, that tree fell down and broke over there. And what happens is that this stuff gets this green crap on the side of it, and then it starts growing other plants in it, which, you know, that might be, that's actually a part of the tree. But look, all this stuff in here, it's not supposed to be on the trees. But forget about that. Okay, it's this weird, whatever that green stuff is, and it's all over the trees, but it makes the trees lose all their leaves and they get brittle. So that's more of a healthy tree right there, but you can see just these trees in time. Look at the black mold on there, and you can see the white. It looks like someone spray painted this stuff, and some weird growth growing out of the tree there. Same down here. But the trees are not happy. And again, these are macadamia nut trees, and you can see they've got this, whatever this is, it's just a thick, and there's sun here all the time. So whatever is making this grow on top of the trees, it's not healthy for the trees at all. So again, I'm just showing you that, look, all these trees across the way there, all those trees, look, none of them have any, these are all mac nuts. This is a mac nut forest, and this guy's got an orchard here. And you lose your orchard, then you might as well just cut down the trees. So just walking into the orchard here, you can see this guy's lost a ton of trees. Look, stuff just falling on the ground. What the heck is this? And whatever, look, this tree was facing the sky like this, and then underneath it, so I just think that whatever is dropping from the sky is doing this to the trees, and it's causing the trees to just fall apart. Look, these trees are all sick here, and you can see all the trees, they're empty in the middle here. It's because they've died. Look at this. Sad to see. What the heck? Look. Okay. The trees become weak. And you can see how this thing is just covered with this shit. And it just snapped off. Look. Check it out. Look. Dead. Okay. And this is what's happening to my trees in my orchard. Same thing. All these trees here are sick, and they're getting sicker every year. And this is just recently. This just not just happened, you know. Look, big tree. Look, snapped off. This stuff here grows on the tree. Wow. And then it breaks off because it dries out the tree, kills the tree from like the outside. Stops it from being able to feed, I guess. So, you know, look at all the trees. Look that big one over there. That whole tree fell down there. So this is what happens with these trees. This crap grows on top of the trees. Like I said, where is it coming from? And I've seen a lot of engineering of the skies here over the last several years. And this is what it's doing to the trees here. And we're away from, you know, the Wi-Fi. Look at them all. Look at that big tree over there, falling down right there. Big branch. Look, boom. Okay, not good. Look at this big one right there. Okay, and I can see, just looking at the orchard there, there's a couple of trees that look healthy, but majority are becoming sick once this stuff grows on top of them. And you can see, look, what is this stuff? Just dries out the tree. Look at that. It just dries it out. And these trees, macadamia nut wood, is strong wood. Talk about a hardwood. And you can see, look, it's got a bunch of bugs inside here. So once they get sickly, then everything wants to grow inside it. So it's not good. I mean, look, I'm just walking through. This is just off the street right here. Look, this whole tree snapped off here. This is what's going on. Whole tree snapped off. And it's got all this crap growing on top of it, which makes the trees very weak. Look. Mysterious sickness in Hawaii. Look at this stuff. What the hell is that? What is it? It's like some cancer that's on all the trees. So, very disturbing. No, I can say. And you can see the big holes in the orchard. We used to have trees, you know, spaced out equally like my orchard is. And when there's an empty spot, like this whole area over there, it's because all those trees died. You can see, look at the big branches. Everything just falling down. And I have no idea whose orchard this is, but this is a mac nut forest, and this is, you know, macadamia nuts that they ship all over the place. And you can see this tree just dying from the inside out. Just dead. And what is this stuff? Look. I mean, not good. So, I feel bad for the farmers. Farming, guys, is so hard. Look at this stuff here. And again, look, it just snaps off. It just crumbles to nothing. Look at the inside. Again, what the hell is this stuff? Look, that wasn't cut off, that broke off. Again, very disturbing. Look, broken, broken, broken. All I see is broken trees and dead limbs. And this weird cancerous stuff that's growing all on the trees. Here's an old mac nut here. Okay, we'll go ahead and check some other spots, and you can see the mac nuts on the ground here. Very disturbing. Very disturbing. So, I mean, what are you going to do with these trees? Cut them down? Look, everything's falling apart. So check your area, guys. See if this is happening. You know, most people live in the city. You don't even know what a tree is anymore. Okay? No, you don't. You live in the city, and the city is, well, Satan's playground. And nature is where it's at. The problem is nature's being exterminated. Yes, it is. Okay. And this is what's happening also. All these trees are the most hardiest suckers in the world, man. And they're all getting burnt. Whatever's landing on them here, and we're like 60 miles from the volcano here, but whatever's landing on them is burning the edges of the leaves. Look, burning the edges of the leaves. And you can see, I mean, they're just inundated with bugs. And there's not a bug here. In that orchard, okay, I climbed, you know, I'm walking through the brush here. There's not a bug. There's usually crickets flying everywhere. Not a bug. So where'd all the bugs go? That's my question. Okay, let's go to the next spot. Okay, here we go. I'm on the front of Hilo right here. Here's the ocean. Right here's the park. And of course, before we go ahead and scan the trees, I wanted you to see, this is right on the front road here, and you can see whatever this stuff is on here. There's a lot of this so-called lichen. They say it doesn't hurt the tree, but there's black fungus on here too. I say it hurts the trees because look what it's doing to these trees. I have never seen, these are huge, huge trees. And look, not one green leaf on there. And just last week, it was greener, and everything just keeps on getting darker and darker. Look at this one over here. Look at that tree. It's supposed to look like that. And you can see this one here, totally brown. Look, back there, same. These are evergreen trees. Look, this species for some odd reason is getting beat up. So whatever's going on, I have no idea, but all these trees are sick. Okay, and then when I go just over here, these are called monkey pod trees. And the same thing, these things are thick. You can't see through them. They look like some big tree you'd see on the African Sahara. You're not supposed to see through those trees there. You can see all of the leaves through there. So just, anyways, just my last part of the video here, just to show you, look, boom, boom, that tree over there too, behind that. Then we scan over to this big one here. These are on the bayfront, and these are usually green. I've never seen them do this ever. So what's going on with these trees? Boom. That one way back there, boom. And boom. And let's go down this way, look, boom. And same way down there, another monkey pod tree, super sick. Okay, and then last here, look, from the bottom of this tree all the way up. And it's got black mold on it also, and a bunch of other stuff that's growing on the trees here. And you can see it's all the way up the tree. They say that this stuff doesn't hurt the trees, but I'm looking at the trees that have it, like this one here, you can see. And look, all the branches, all the leaves, everything is burning, and they're drying out from the edges, and they work their way in. Okay, so that's it. The mysterious tree sickness in Hawaii. What is this? And we know this is called lichen, and it's supposed to go ahead and grow on trees that are sick. That's what happens. But is it this stuff that's causing the trees to get sick? I don't know. But like I said, you can see it is everywhere on these trees. And this is what happens to them. They just lose their leaves. Okay, that's enough. The bayfront of Hilo. There's the ocean right there. Okay, beautiful day. Okay, we're up at 4,200 feet up in a place called Waikiki Ranch. And you can see, watch all the dead trees. Okay, look at all the dead trees here as we start to pan. And not only dead trees, but you can see how the trees are weak and they're breaking here. Big branches broke off up there, but let's keep on scanning here. And you can see the tops of the trees here start to go ahead and get thin and die. And then from here, look at the carnage here of this, the death. Keep on going here. You see a big herd of cattle back there. But look at the carnage here of all these trees, all the way down this line. Okay, you can see another big spot of cattle way down there, but all those trees there, they're all dead as a doornail. Okay, not so good. As we said, why is the question. And if you go up real close to them, you can see that it's got all of this stuff right here growing all over the trees. Whatever this stuff is, again, they say it doesn't hurt the trees. Well, I say it does. But you can see how this right here is the same stuff that's on those trees over there, and what it does is it makes them sick. Okay, there we go. We're up at the polo field. I'll just show you right here. This is the polo field at one of the farms we have up here. Wow, what a beautiful field. They're having a fundraiser over there. That's the clubhouse, and this is for polo. But you can see, if I zoom in way down there, you can see, look, dead trees there. Okay, you can see all the tops of the trees. Same way down there. You can see through that sort of crack in the treescape there. Okay. Okay, this is another part of Waikiki Ranch. We just drove down just about a half a mile. You can see these nice, beautiful fields with the cattle in here. But let's scan across and check out the dead trees again. Okay, there you go. You got a nice group of them there. Got another big trees in the back there that are dead. And you can see, here we go. We start to see more carnage again. All of this here. Why are all these trees dead in here? And you can see this tree here is dying. Right here. And it's got a lot of dead in there. And you can see this one here. Same thing. Dying. And here we go. I'm just going to pan across here. Okay, and then whenever they're spraying in the sky here today, you can see, look at all this garbage in the air. What is that stuff in the sky? What is this? Pretty crazy to be able to see all of this aerosol spraying up here. Maybe this is the cause of the dead trees. Look, those are real clouds over there. And then up above those clouds, you can see all of this aerosol type spraying. And what is that stuff again? Super thick. Look, can't even see through the sun. And again, we'll go back to real clouds. Look, real clouds. And whatever that stuff is, we don't know. But maybe that's the cause of all the tree sickness and death. Okay, we're in another part of Hilo, probably about maybe 3/4 of a mile from the last place we went. But you can see here, these trees are dying. Here's one right here on the ground. And look at the stuff that's on here. Okay, what is this cancer that's on these trees? Okay, you can see it's on all the trees, all of them. Okay, this is something new here, and it's on all the trees. So you can see all these trees are loaded full of this parasite. That's all I can call it, is a parasite. Look at this stuff. Okay, and it's working the trees. They're just drying out. And these palm trees, like I said, these things are badass, man. It's hard to kill these things. But they are dying. They are dying. You can see them. They got them laid down. Okay, right there. Look at them laid down, laid down. Trees are getting sick. Let's walk over to these trees. These trees make really beautiful flowers. And you can see the top of that tree right there. The tops of that tree there. Ones down there, they've lost their leaves and they're burnt on top. What's doing this? I don't know. Is this happening in your section of the woods? Who knows? Look at that tree over there, that big tree. Okay, it's lost most of its leaves. Look at that one there. Lost most of its leaves. Look, lost most of its leaves. Okay, it's not that it's fall here or anything. These trees are evergreen trees. They keep their leaves all year round. But let's look at this disease here. Again, same stuff. Some type of And you can see when I peel this back, it's in the tree, and it's causing the tree to get sick. And you can see it's throughout the tree. Look at that. Let's go to this tree, and you can see there's a black mold on the trees too. All on the tree, it's black. And you can see up there where it's attacking it more, and winds blow, and the trees, as you've noticed, in a lot of places, okay, they got all these windstorms going right now. The trees break and they snap. Look at all that mold on these trees. And it's not that it rains here all day. It rains here a little bit here and there, you know, as far as during the day sometimes. And sometimes it'll rain for a week or so. But otherwise, we rain a little bit all the time, okay? But not soggy wet. We get storms just like any other place gets. And let's see if there's mold on here or whatever it is. You can see there's a little black mold on, not so much on this pole here, but every one of these trees going down here. Look, and you can see the trees up there, they're dry, and you can see holes in the leaves. I don't know if you can see the holes in those leaves right there. The leaves are losing themselves from the branches, but this is what it is. Anyways, look, every tree down the lane. It's not one or two, and that's massive amount of this stuff, and it's through the whole tree. So, anyways, pretty disheartening. And the big picture is I wanted to see if this is happening in your backyard. It's a little windy right now. I wanted to see if this is happening in your backyard. Okay, is this type of tree disease or sickness going on? Who knows? But it is here, and it's throughout all of Hawaii here. It's not just in this part here. Everywhere I travel, and especially in other areas, it's worse. Whew. Got a north storm today. Got a little bit of wind blowing on the... But here we go. Look, back again. Across the way. Sickness, sickness, sickness. Black mold. Look at this stuff. What is this stuff? Okay. What is this stuff? And you can see, look, the bugs, once this grows under here, then you get a variety of different critters that are boring themselves into the tree. So, anyways, it's not nice to be able to see this through the trees. Remember, the trees are everything. Nature is everything. And when we destroy nature, all we're doing is destroying a part of ourselves. Look, dead tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 15 trees that are dead right here. They've cut the palms off. Okay, we'll check another part of the island. We'll go back to my house here. Just got back from Home Depot. Here we go. Or not got back, but I'm on my way back. And this is Hilo Bay. Right here, you can see the bay. And these are ironwood trees here, and they're usually really full. You can't see through them, but you can see they're very thin. A lot of the needles are falling off. Usually you cannot see through the tree. It's like the middle of that tree right there. Very thick leaves, you know, needles, and then you're not supposed to be able to see through them. But I can see that the edges are all the new growth is being beat up, whatever way it is. Okay, that's it for right now. We'll do another section in a minute. Okay, I'm on the back side of the farm now. I'm over where Sheila lives. Hi, Sheila. Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, she baby. But I'm just doing a check on the trees here, and you can see this mulberry tree right here is dying. Look, it's just dying. And look at the fungus. Look at the stuff that's on here. Whatever this cancer is on these trees is killing them. And you can see when I peel that back, it's eating into the tree. Whatever it's doing, it's causing the tree not to be able to live. Okay, it's all dry. Look, everything's brittle. So, okay, as you can see, these are guava trees. And the guava trees here in Hawaii are sort of a rat. There's tons of them. They're all over the place. But these trees, look, all of their leaves, you can't even see through these trees. They're so thick, the guava. You can see, look, all of the leaves have fallen off. And you can see, look, this cancerous whatever it is on the tree, and it's causing the trees to die. And like I said, these are the toughest trees that you can imagine. This is an albizia tree here, and you can see how it's got the same stuff. Whatever this is, these trees don't get these growths on them. A little bit maybe. I have never seen it like this, but you can see the trees, everything is brittle and breaking. So all these trees here, they have lost most of their leaves, and you can see that the leaves have little spots on them. If I can grab that, it's too high for me to grab up there. Nope, too high for me to grab. But let's grab one of these here and I'll show you that the leaves are sick. So you can see how the leaves have all these holes in them, and they have some type of a fungus on the back side of them. So whatever's on the tree, the mysterious tree illness, and you can see what it's doing to the leaves. It's just destroying the leaves and making them turn some type of a weird yellow color from the bright green. And these trees, remember, they're full of leaves. And you can see what's happening. Trees are falling, breaking my fences. Yeah, one hand is not so good to do this. So the trees are, as you can see, all these trees are affected. Look at the side of this tree. Okay, see it all? You can see the white blemishes, the cancer, and then this green stuff grows on top of it. So you can see right there, see all the green stuff on the side of that tree, and then this green stuff is going to grow on top and it's going to choke the tree out. And you can see all the branches, dead branches that are falling here. Not good. So here's a good example of it. This green stuff grows on the tree. Here you can see it. Make sure I'm still recording. Okay. And this light green stuff grows first, and then this dark green stuff grows on top of it. And you can see underneath the tree, whatever's living under there, certain bugs, some type of a caterpillar worm, and they bore into the tree. So this is like a nest for these guys, and you can see the tree starts to crack. Here, starts to get weak. And this is the growth on the tree. You can see it all the way up there, and as this tree, you can see the growth on that broke the tree. And again, here's the guava, and these guavas, you shouldn't be able to even see through them. They should have so many leaves on them. And there's not a fruit on them either. These guavas usually make fruit all year round. All year round. And they're not making fruit right now. I haven't seen any guava. Usually they're a rat. There's millions of fruit all on the ground, everywhere. So here's another good idea of what's going on with the leaves. Look, something is massively eating these, but I don't see any bugs on them. But you can see that whatever's destroying that is destroying these leaves from the inside out. And there's that white fungus underneath again. So the guava tree doesn't really get a lot of the stuff growing on the outside. It kills the leaves, is because the guava tree keeps on shedding layers of skin. You can see how this sheds a layer of skin. That's just normal. So this green stuff really can't grow on the side of it, but it kills the leaves. So just showing everybody, whatever the mysterious illness is, it's real. And I'm sure that This is happening. I'm just looking at all the trees over there. They're all losing their leaves. All of them, especially the plants that give me fruit. Most of my avocado trees, they're all dying. Okay, this is a breadfruit tree. All the tops are dying on these. These are usually thick trees. They grow like crazy, like rats. And what's happening is they're not producing fruit. Walk this guy up here. Let's just walk over here. They're not producing fruit. This is the breadfruit tree, and this is a staple in Hawaii. You can make potatoes with it, sort of like carbohydrates. It turns into a sweet. You can make pancakes out of them. Not a one on the tree. Not a one. And the leaves, you can see, they're all sick. Here, let's grab a leaf. There's one. And you can see what it's doing. They're burning these leaves. They should look like this. Nice and green and very robust looking. And you can see the white stuff on that one and the white stuff that's growing on these leaves. And so anything that's, you know, not protected by the other leaves, you can see these are protected by these other leaves that are getting destroyed, because whatever's landing on them, you can see whatever lands on these leaves is burning them, is destroying them. So again, what's going on? Look, these are another avocado type tree, or these are avis is what they're called, but look how sick they are. Okay, and they all have this stuff on the tree. You can see it down here, see it? So these trees, all of them, they're not growing anymore with the sickness on there. They're not doing photosynthesis. And you can see this is the avi fruit right here. Yeah, great, we got one. Usually this thing has 100. Like you can see all the stuff growing on the bottom. Okay, on the side of the trunk. There's another avi and an avi fruit, but these make massive amounts of fruit. This is a soursop tree. Look, all the leaves, branches dying. They're all brittle, breaking. These are all dead, dry. Where's the leaves? Okay, so whatever's happening, guys, we're losing our food. Doesn't matter what's doing it or whatever it is. I mean, that's another whole idea. But whatever's going on is that these trees are sick. Look, black mold all on these trees, and it's killing the trees. Look, they're losing all their leaves. This is an avocado tree. It won't grow anymore. This thing should be huge. They grow like twice as big every year. And look, avocado trees, it's losing all of its old leaves, and the new ones that are growing, they're getting sick. Look, they got holes in them already. Holes in them already. So whatever's coming down on the trees is affecting the trees from the sun. So whatever's coming down, and like I said, seen a lot of, as you can see, those clouds, those are all under microwave. Those aren't real clouds. They're like, look, all loosey-goosey. Yeah, we had big wind last night, look. But anyways, whatever it is, guys, all I can say is I have an orchard, okay, 6 of them, and I can see it's killing all my trees. Oh, look, there we go. Trees dying from the inside out. This whole thing, this whole branch. All this dead. See, it's working its way. So this is not dead yet, but it's all dying. And it just works its way from the outside in. So whatever this is, you can see, look, it worked from the outside in, and now this is all dry and dead. These are the lychee trees. And you can see how they also are affected on the inside too. Just that whatever lands on these are very thick foliage, very tough trees, the leaves. Let's go right here. Look at my avocado trees. These things are usually so thick. Look, they're losing all their leaves. All their leaves. Look, everything's shriveling up, dying. Yeah, there's a couple of avocados on there. You shouldn't be able to see through this tree. It should be so green and so thick. And you can see how it's got this stuff all on the tree. Let's look at the bigger part of the tree. Look, sick. There you go. Sickness in the tree. All those cancerous spots, sort of like somebody's got like some type of skin lesions and it's putting something into the plant, making it weaken. And this green black stuff then again grows on the outside. First you get this, all these little spots look like, you know, someone with cancer. And then this green stuff and the black stuff grows on there and it starts killing the tree. As you can see here, look, massively, the whole thing. And all the leaves are being destroyed. No leaves, no photosynthesis. This tree gives me 1,000 avocados a year, 1,000. And they're not growing. They just get to a certain size. Usually the avocados are as big as, you know, twice the size of my fist. That's when I know these ones are done. You can see a couple of little bigger ones over here. But this tree, this is what the leaves should similarly look like. And you can see they're trying to make new flowers here. But where's all the rest of the leaves? Look, all of this dead. Killing itself from the outside, and it goes in and it's just killing everything. So you can see these, look, these new leaves on top. Look, they're all sick. So whatever's going on, whatever's happening, our food supply is dwindling. There's another Avi tree down there. It's not as sick as the other ones, but all the guava trees have lost all their leaves. Look, mulberry tree. Some of the trees are more sensitive than the others. Look at that one over there, dead as a doornail. And you can see what's happening, watch. Just destroying the tree, just eating it from the inside out. Eating it from the inside out. So you can see that this tree here, same thing, has this growth. And let's take a look inside here. And it's just killing the tree from the inside out. Dries it out and makes it so it can't function. You know, let's just grab a twig here so you can get a better idea. Here you go. Okay, so whatever this stuff is, see if you can get a better view with the sun, it just dries out the trees. So, and you can see this one here, another mulberry tree. It's dead. And the other mulberry tree behind it, it's got a few leaves, but it's not doing so good. And these are lychee. We're in the lychee season right now. And you can see the lychee are making flowers, but there's not one insect on these flowers, not one bee. Okay, there's one bee. Look, some type of a wild, weird, smaller bee, or it's maybe not even a bee. You know what it is? It's a type of a bee. There's a couple of bees here. Where's all the insects? Where are they? These aren't honeybees though. They're another type of a bee. Okay, the spiders, look, they're all starving. There's nothing in their nests. Okay, there's all the little dots up there, those are spiders. But look, no insects, not even flies. They're the pollinators, the insects. It's not just the bees. Let's go to this tree and see if we can see any insects. There should be tons. When I first moved here almost 10 years ago, there were tons of insects. Everybody's feeding off of these trees. Okay, remember, they're making these flowers, and these flowers turn into small fruit. And you can see, look, anything outside here, look, the small little, they're all dying. They're all burning. Look, let's take a look at this leaf here. Look, whatever's on there is destroying the leaves. Whatever's on there is destroying the leaves. And some of the trees, they're not as attacked as others, but you can see all these ones here, they're all infected with something. You can see the leaves, they're all being burnt. They've got something that eats the leaf from the inside out, or the outside in. This needs to be investigated more, guys. But all I can say is that, look, there's that stuff on the limbs right there, and then anything that's on the limbs is dying. And you can see this tree looks pretty healthy here, but where are all the insects? That's what I want to know. Where's all the insects? Hey, there's a moth, one moth. There's usually, when I'm walking on the ground, there's usually hundreds of grasshoppers, thousands of them going all over the place. Thousands. Not even a one. Look. So whatever that stuff is on there, anywhere you see it growing, it's destroying the trees. And these are brand new leaves. You can see they're curling. Look. Curling, and this white stuff here is killing the trees. Look, these ones are just starting. Here's one that's more advanced. Let's take a look at it. And this is what happens when it gets more advanced. It just kills the whole tree, the limb. There you go. So let's see if we can scrape this stuff off. See, and it's not really scraping off. It's not like eggs or anything else. It's some type of mold, or some type of same color as the stuff that's on the trees, on the side of the trees, but it doesn't want to come off. It doesn't scrape off. And you can see, look, this is furtherly advanced, and it just kills the leaves. And you can see all these ones here, they're starting to go ahead and get destroyed. Look, all of them. You can see this stuff. Anything that's sticking out here, you can see the tree. Look, it's all full of those little white cancers all through there. It's all that white blotchy stuff. Where's all the insects is the good question. Is the question to ask. You can see, look, this tree's dying here, this avocado tree. It's all dried up. And you should not be able to see through this tree. There's a regular breadfruit tree. The other breadfruit tree behind it's dying. And this one's got a couple of breadfruits on it. But what's going on? All the trees are losing all their leaves, and they're not producing fruit. And the avocados, look, they're not growing any bigger than this, and these things are supposed to be huge. These ones here are way bigger than my fist. And to show you what a breadfruit looks like, and this tree has a few of them here. But usually there's like 500 breadfruit on the tree here. This is a breadfruit, and you can see it's got a bunch of white stuff on it, whatever that is, I don't know. But the trees are infected. And we've got probably about 5,000 trees on our farms here. And you can see, look, whatever's happening here is killing the trees. It's burning them. See, just by looking at this here, it's causing the leaves to burn. You can see the mold, or that white stuff that's on here, and it goes into the tree. Look, it's all on the branches here. Goes into the tree and starts killing it. Starts drying it out. So check and see, guys, what's going on in your backyard, in your neck of the woods. Look, dead. So, and again, what are those types of clouds over there? All wispy and stretched out. And those ones with the little bubbles and bumps on them. Look, bubbles and bumps. Bubbles and bumps. Look, what is that? It's sort of stuck up there. Look, the other cloud is moving. You can see it moving with all the bumps in it still. Those aren't normal clouds. Normal clouds are puffy, nice little, look full of water. Beautiful, beautiful looking clouds. These are all, you can see they're all broken apart. And that one there, look, it's stationary. It ain't going anywhere. And you can see whatever's on top of here, they've got all these little bubbles in there. Those are not clouds that I've seen. And I've just started to see these over the last couple of years here. From the beautiful clouds that are real to these types of clouds that are not natural. And you don't have to be a scientist to figure this out, guys. All you can see is something's going down. Something's going down. Look, no insects. None. And here's the little fruits right here starting to form. See the little fruit on there? A couple of the little, these are little lychees. We'll see how they grow. Because whatever's dropping on the fruit, last year we lost half of our fruit to some like black fungus. At all the tops of the fruits had whatever was landing on the fruit was destroying the fruit, and it's giving it like a mold appearance. Look, there's one bee right there, see it? And the guy next door's got a ton of bees. Where's all the rest of the insects? That's good. At least I saw it last year. I didn't see any bees at all. There's a couple, but they're not natural bees. These are grown bees. Okay, where's all the rest of the bugs? Should be, usually there's millions of flies out here, and the flies are eating the pollen. They're eating it. Sweet. It's sweet. Tastes good. And every other insect's feeding off of this. So you can see, look at the top of that tree. It's all burnt. That lychee tree right there. These trees are called albizia trees, and they're usually the same thing. They look all dry. They don't look healthy, none of them. You can see all their leaves look like they're curling. Okay, anyways guys, this is another segment here. This is in the back 30 acres of the property of the sanctuary here. But again, look, that cloud has not moved. It's just stuck there. And you can see the other clouds slowly moving, the lower ones. But those upper ones there, you can see they're all bubbly and they're all breaking apart all through that area there. What's going down? Like I said, who knows? I don't think we're part of their plans anymore. And who's they? I don't know, maybe the farmers of the Dell don't want the earth humans here any longer. Okay, maybe they don't want us here because maybe we are the parasites of this place. Look, we all should be growing things in our world. We all should be advancing this world here. What you take, you should replace in some degree. Something else that you take, then put back something else into the system. Okay? Like I said, being a farmer should be the most cherished. Shouldn't have to pay taxes being a farmer. Should be able to look, you're bringing food to the world. I don't care what kind of farming you're doing. Okay? Farming should be non-taxed for the farmers. Punish the farmers. I know, because I'm a farmer. Got a couple of fire ants for sending out the fruit, and the Department of Ag here in Hawaii, if they find one fire ant on your 2,000, 3,000 pounds of your fruit that you're sending out, and fire ants are all over the islands, but if they find one fire ant here, you know what they do is they make me take it back, and they make me wash it all again and do everything. You know what it is? I don't even want to do this anymore. It's not fun anymore. It's not fun being a farmer. You're getting hit from every different layer, from the weather, whatever it's called. Look, the cloud still hasn't moved. Still just sort of stuck in space there. And you can see, look at all the little bubbles there. What's going on? Why is it stuck right there? Yeah, clouds don't get stuck. Anyways, farmers should be honored. It's like the #1 thing to be, attorneys, you shouldn't be honored a bit. All you do is make more problems, conquer and divide. Anybody that's working against the realm, you're just conquering and dividing, guys. No, you are. So what does the city do? Really think about it. What does the city do? It does nothing but destroy and eat up resources. It doesn't add anything back to the system. The cities, remember, can't even live at all. The cities cannot live unless it's fed water, electric, food, cleaned up all your waste, take away all your trash with your plastics and all your stuff. Yeah, am I frustrated? Yeah, just because Gaia is beautiful, and we, these so-called earth humans, we have been pushed into following their ways, okay, using all this destructive fuel in the car, when we all know that there's free energy devices. I know, because I used to be in this business. Hydrogen, you can change this car over for $2,500, this car right here, and you can run it off of water. Not even a compressed tank of nitrogen. You just put it in the tank there, and it converts on demand in the engine for about $2,500. And that's not even doing it on a high-level commercial. But the system doesn't want it. It just doesn't. There's all different types of energy, okay, that have been invented over and over and over again, from agricultural to just making everything better. Okay? Better, cheaper, easier, more economical, and more efficient. But the system here doesn't want that, as you can see. It just doesn't. I mean, what I see is there's got to be something here that's feeding off of us ethereally, feeds off of our emotions, feeds off of us, our bodies, parasitically. Remember all the parasites. Feeds off of us in our mental stupidity, our mental monkey mind that we all have. So what is feeding off of us? Maybe it's not physical, maybe it's non-physical, and we're just food for a interdimensional, transdimensional, or ultradimensional species that has no form but feeds off of our form. Has no form, formless, but feeds off of our form. Is that why We suffer so much here. We sin so much here. We're feeling sad here so much. Sorrow, under the spell. Okay, remember all these S's. I've said this before. What is feeding off of the human race? Are we just fodder here? And it's not even physical fodder. Okay, look at all the babies that are missing every year. Okay, out of every place. Look that up. How many children are missing? How many abortions were done last year? Look at all the weird sin. Killing your children, killing your firstborn girls. What are you doing? Watching horror films, watching things that you shouldn't be watching, shouldn't be seeing at all. Okay, remember, the mind doesn't know any difference if it's real, okay, or if it sees something on television. It just doesn't know any different. It still sees it. You're not supposed to see that kind of stuff. Remember, this is like a weird realm where you shouldn't see a lot of things here. It's because at night, maybe your subconscious mind is going to reveal these things as real. Can't sleep good at night, guys? Well, maybe all this wireless that you have in your house, this Bluetooth, this Wi-Fi, the cell phone tower that's just 50 yards away from your house. Maybe if you could hear the noise, zzz, like I do, you'd want to get away from it, run away from this noise. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I'm not going to even do any more. Look, everywhere I've looked in Hawaii, to sum this up, is the trees are dying. They're being sick. The fruit is not bearing. Anything that is bearing fruit, it's not coming to full maturity. Okay, so every year it's getting worse and worse and worse. That's all I see. I don't see anything getting better. I don't see anything getting better. It's not being negative, it's just what it is. It's reported findings. Okay, you live in the city, you can't see anything, guys. It's because the city is all fake. It's artificial. Okay, and artificial is not Gaia. It's not nature. Nature is, and even though, look, all these trees are planted here, yeah, it's artificial. They don't grow like this. Okay, and yeah, and they've been spliced and hybridized or whatever it is. We're producing food here, and we organize it enough. I have to cut the lawn all the time. I have to take care of these plants like they're children. Each plant here is like a child. Each tree here is a spirit. Each blade of grass, as we don't even know how a blade of grass works. No, you don't, guys. Go to Harvard and go to Stanford, and they're going to teach you how a blade of grass works. No, they're not. They don't know either. Nobody knows how anything works on this plane. Nobody knows. Okay? Nobody knows. And if you don't think that, well then again, you're not thinking about the mystic mind. This is a mystical place, and such a glorious mystical place, and no one knows what it is. Nobody does. At least us earth humans don't. All we know how to do is consume. And we're not being smart here. We're supposed to put back what we take, or at least put back something else to add to the realm. If not, we're just a bunch of parasites. And no wonder they're exterminating us. No wonder they exterminate every 100 years millions and millions of people through wars, through famines, through droughts, through the weather. Just through the theme of thin down the cockroaches. And who are they? Those are the earth humans. It's because if you live in the city, guys, you're most likely just a cockroach. And don't say, I don't care if you're doing yoga every day. I don't care if you're being a vegan schmegan. Still a cockroach. You're not adding one thing back into the system. Yeah, you're not. So if we all add something back into the system, then we have abundance instead of scarcity. But all you can see is anybody that lives in the city, you're not producing anything, guys, except for mental movies. That's all you're producing is mental movies. Okay, it's a mental construct in the city. And out in nature, remember, this is the nature construct. It just is, and it's being destroyed. Again, look at my trees. Makes me feel very sad. Very sad to see all these trees dying. Okay, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's just happening though. Give it your best guess, guys, but all I can say is there's no food, there's no insects. The fish in the market now are $25 a pound versus on the street you'd see everybody selling them, is because there's millions of tuna here. Not anymore. Tuna are gone. And if there is, there's only a few to catch. Yeah, why is that? It's because maybe the oceans are polluted massively. Polluted massively. And that's not good. Okay, let's see if I can get through here. Okay, anyways, we'll see you guys on the next video. Aloha. Whew. So sad. All right. Okay, just coming back, one quick addendum. Look, avocado tree, I just drove maybe a quarter mile. Look, my soursop tree, it's all dying. Look, avocados, you can see the avocados, but where's the leaves? Look, all of these trees are infected. It's not just a few, I'm not picking on one or two, no, it's all of them. Look, this is a soursop, usually has 100 of them on here. Look, they're not growing anymore, they're falling off the tree immature. You see that one there? These things grow to be like 5 pounds. And you can see, look, the cancer is on everything. Everything. And it's killing the trees. Whatever it is, it's doing it. Guava trees. All of these should have millions of guavas. Look, there's a couple on the ground. Should have millions of them on the ground here. That's why people here in Hawaii don't like the guavas, because they produce so much fruit. But they're all sick. Mulberry tree, look, dead. Dead. Nice. 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 Okay. Makes you feel good, guys? It'll make me feel good. Palm trees. Look, the sickness is on every tree there is. Some trees are being affected more. It's because they're not as tough. But whatever it is, look, no leaves. No leaves on the avocado tree. It's dying. I planted these myself about 5 years ago from seed. And these things have given us thousands. Look at all the avocados up there, but they won't grow to maturity. These things should be growing about a size of way bigger than my hand. And you can see they're not. They're stopped growing. And they got fungus on it. You can see that fungus on that one there. Okay, again, it was just a quick addendum. We're done with this video. Because it's not that, like I said, I'm not cherry picking trees. All the trees, I'm just gonna drive back and you can see, look, all the trees are losing their leaves. Look, another avocado tree. All the trees are losing their leaves. They're dying. The palm trees, look at them, they're all sick. They're all brown on the edges. I've got several big palm trees that have died. They're not producing coconuts hardly at all. We have thousands of coconuts. Look, the trees, coconut trees, look at them, they're all brown. Those leaves should not be like that when they're high up in the palm tree. Look, even the ones coming off the top, coming straight out, they are all, I can see them, spotted. Mulberry, look at the holes in the leaves. Okay, one last thing, just so you can see. This is what it's doing. Guys, open up your eyes and see what's going on in your backyard. Okay, you can see, look, see all the white stuff on there? Look what it's doing to the leaves. It's eating the leaves, and you can see this tree, same thing, it's infected on the sides. It's eating all the cambria, all the outside of the tree off. Again, so sad. All my neem trees over there, and neem trees are tough. Look, they're all losing their leaves. You shouldn't be able to see through any of these trees at all. Any of them. Look, mulberry tree. Look at all the fungus among us on that thing. Whatever that stuff is, it's cancer. It's losing all of its leaves. These are neem trees right here. The most potent, strongest trees. This is Hawaiian cotton. You can see the cotton hanging there. Trees dying. Look at it all. It's all broken branches and everything. You used to have another Hawaiian cotton tree here, and ones in between here, they all died. Like even the cactus, they're dying. Look, see the bottoms there? Look, they're losing their green, and they're dying. They're dying from the inside out. Something is killing these trees. One last thing here, just to show you, cactus, toughest plant in the world. What's going on? Why is this like this? Look, there's the fungus, there's the fungus, and there's the fungus. It's on everything. Okay, there's the fungus. There it is. And then the black stuff grows, and you can see it's destroying the tree, the nutrient part of the tree. Look at the fungus on the side of the cactus here. Look, what's going on? Killing everything. Look, black fungus. It's like cancer. None of my pineapples are making pineapples right now. None of it is. Anyways, enough. Okay. Aloha. Okay, this will be the last section for sure. Just going to show you part of my coffee trees here. But, you know, I'm, again, very sad to see this happening to all the trees. These are orange trees, And where the green fur is on here, it's because this was here first, these parasitic areas, and then this green crap grows on top of it, and it causes underneath the tree to get sick. Starts boring into the tree. So anytime you see the green stuff on here, it's because this other light green stuff has already been there first. This type of whatever it is. And then this other green stuff grows on top. But you can see this tree here is severely worked all the way up, all the branches, okay, all of them. And you can see, look how brittle everything is. It's all dying. Okay, so let's go in here to check out the coffee trees. And it's not just one orange tree, it's all of them. It's all my trees, every one. I just got back from Hilo. And you can see, look at all the dead, bloody branches. These. Okay, so look, these are coffee trees. And these coffee trees are getting worked. Okay, these ones here, they're a little bit green inside, but look, all the ends, look, everything's all brittle. These have all died. So look at all these coffee trees. Let me show you what a healthy coffee tree looks like. All of these here are not good. Okay, look, there we go. Look, dry. Let me show you what a real one looks like. Okay, so see this dark green one right here? It's a different species. But you can see all these here, I don't even want to grow. And anything that's coming out, the leaves, they're not coming out. So this is more of a normal coffee tree. This is what they look like, very thick. And you can see this one here too, same thing. These are curling a little bit, but at least it's got its leaves still. So let's look at this one over here. This is the color. Look, here's a dead one. Or it just lost all its leaves. It's still green on the inside. Feels like it at least. That's dead. That one's green right here. But this is what they're supposed to look like right here. Okay, nice, deep, rich looking. Let's look inside here and see what's going on. And you can see, look, there's some type of white garbage. Look, inside the tree here. There's something that's growing on the tree. Let's see if we can get a little better view here. Okay, you can see all the black. And there's little pieces of white. See it in here? The white in there? I'll just pull off a piece so you can see. You see this white stuff in here? Look underneath the leaves. Again. And I've had some palm trees here that have died too, and they're not producing coconuts. These things are usually loaded full of coconuts, and what happens is the little baby coconuts that are starting to form, they just fall off. They're all over the ground. So these are more of what the coffee trees at least should look like. Okay, at least should look like these. And you can see they've got some type of a mold on them. And these ones are growing flowers here. Look, not only is this tree got all this green crap over it, but it's growing other plants out of the tree here. What is this? That's not supposed to be on the tree. Look. It's growing other plants out of the tree. So this is killing the trees. Okay, so let's show you this over here. This palm tree is going to die. Let me show you. Spider web there. Go around. This palm tree here is going to die because the whole inside is got sick. Look, it doesn't have anything coming out of the top. So this tree is going to die in a couple months. And this is a tree, we planted these. These are Samoan coconut palms. And they're dying. Not all of them, but some of them. And you can see what happens is that, see down here, these are more healthier coffee trees. But let's get over here. I'm going to show you another dead palm tree. And these palm trees, they don't die easy. Look, this one's dead. This used to be like a producer of like maybe 500 coconuts a year. One of my best trees. Why did it die? You can see the top. It's all dead. Dead, dead, dead. Boom. And this one's looking good here. And these coffee trees are looking decent because they're shielded, I think, too, from the trees, from the other trees. Okay. These are all coconuts that fell down from the tree. Nope. And there's the turtle. That's his hole down there. He just jumped inside. He digs this hole. So you can see my trees right here. That's a macadamia nut tree. You can see the whole stalk of that tree. All the banana trees. Like, they're growing bananas, but they're not really growing the bananas. They're growing small bananas. They're not really going through their cycle. But that guy's dead there. So, anyways, just wanted to show you. This is another part of the farm. And you can see all this stuff growing on the trees. It's all green here. Coconut trees don't die. They are the hardiest dudes there are, man. And you can see that tree's got other plants growing out of the tree, which means it's sick. Let's just look at this breadfruit tree right here. So this is breadfruit. I don't see any breadfruit on it at all, but I see the sickness on here. Look, all through here, all these spots. And then once they've been here for a while, look, this is what happens. This green shit grows on top of it, and it starts smothering the tree out. Okay, here we go. Another dead coffee tree. And that's just dead as a doornail. When you bend them and they don't break, like that one there, that one's not dry. So that's still, it may grow, but I don't think so, because all the rest of everything else is. So just to let you see, is this happening in your neck of the woods? So you can see that palm tree over there, that one's dead. This is the way they're supposed to look. Look, big crowns on top, big crowns on top, big crown. That one over there is dying too. No crown. Branch broke off. Okay. Again, makes me feel sad. Whatever's happening to the trees here. The lychee trees are looking pretty good though, as you can see. And that's the farm's major substance of income here. And they're just starting to make fruit. But where are the bugs? Not a bug. Look, the spiders are starving. All those little spiders up there. You can see all the single spiders. They're orb spiders. Nothing in their nets. They haven't caught anything. They're all starving. No bugs at all. When you see the bugs, they're all wrapped up. They wrap them up in silk. Not a bug though. There was a couple bees up top there. Remember when we looked before? You know why? Because the guy's got a bee farm up there. Look down here. Nothing, not a bit of, not one insect. Not a one. And you can see the flowers here. There's trillions of flowers. Should be so many bugs living off this stuff. Not a bug. Trillions of flowers. So, okay. For sure that's the end of this video. But just wanted to show you this is what it is. Is this happening in your neck of the woods? And if it is, why is the question. Why? Why is the question. Where did the bugs go? Where did the birds go? Look, there's no birds in here either. Usually I have thousands of birds in here eating all the small little flowers and the little fruits. that are starting to grow on there. Not a bird I can't even see in the sky. And again, what happens is these palm trees usually produce so many coconuts, but the little babies, they fall and they don't produce at all. Those are the small coconuts, and what happens is they just don't grow. They fall out of the tree, and there's not any on the ground here because the guy goes by with the lawnmower and beats them up. So anyways, all right guys, that's the end of our video on the mystery tree sickness. The mystery tree sickness. What do I make of it? I don't know. What do you make of it? How about that? What do you make of this? Is this happening in your backyard? Remember, this is the big island of Hawaii. Is it happening in the areas that there's more of the wireless? We only live here with 8 people per square mile, and I have one cell tower about a mile, not even a mile from here, about 3/4 of a mile. I don't get hardly any signal in my house. Okay, but is it because of that causing the plants to get sick? I don't know. Is it because of the engineering of the skies causing everything to get sick, whatever's coming down in the skies? Okay, these aren't natural clouds, most of them. You can see they're all bubbly and all like broke apart. Today we've had this sort of net, and we haven't had any rain here for hardly at all for the last month. So I had to buy water here, is because we ran out. But you can see some of the trails out there, way out there, the big straight lines there. Yeah, I never see any planes spraying here, but I see a lot of the lines out in the sky. And again, all we can do is speculate what's going on, but I can tell you this: whatever's going on is killing the trees. Especially, I've noticed my avocado trees. They have lost all their leaves, and they're not producing anything. They're not making the fruit so it can grow. Oranges, okay, these are passion fruits. Bananas, okay. And look, here's my electrosmog meter. This is a Coronet electrosmog meter. Let's turn this thing on and you can hear. And if you haven't seen my videos on RF frequencies, look, see what this sounds like in Hilo. And that's only got 800 people per square mile. What do you think this sounds like in Los Angeles? Let's turn this on. So this barely makes any noise here. It's because I can't even get cell coverage right here where I'm standing, sitting in the car. Okay, so we don't have too much cell coverage here, but let me see when I go outside. When I get out here and get beyond the trees, a little louder here. I was in my car, but these trees over here, they're blocking a lot of the signal. The towers that way about a mile, just one, and there's no other towers around, so there's hardly any signal here. But you can see all the clouds up there. Those are all like misty clouds, and those are all got bubbles in them and stuff. And again, I'm no expert. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is these aren't natural. That's all. That's all I know. I've been here for almost 10 years, and I know what real clouds look like now. That's what I know. And of course, I know since I lived in California, I know what the clouds are over there, especially the geoengineering they got going over there 3 days a week. When I was there just a month ago, it was pretty embarrassing just to be able to see the massive spraying, aerosol spraying that they do there 3-4 days a week. Okay, anyways, we'll see you guys, and check out your part of the neighborhood, see if it's happening there. Okay, aloha.